Hello lovely friends, I've got an exciting radial swipe for you today and it's my first time trying it. Thank you so much to my wonderful members. I'm really appreciating having you. It's very new for me. I'm loving your feedback. Thank you especially to the Travelling Tramps and my new member Nanette, and thank you to all of my members and my subscribers. I love and appreciate every single one of you. So today, all leftover paints, and it's a very, very simple palette. And as I went along, I decided that colour I didn't want to use. It was just too similar to the other green. And it was a bit of a washed out colour. So you can see on the canvas, I've experimented a little bit, and I've got a bit of a mixed base. So what I'm doing today is I'm mixing up some more green. And it doesn't matter about the colour of the base because that's the type of green that I would like to interact with this ultramarine blue that I've got and the gold. So I'm just using the lighter green, which is a mixture of forest green and phthalo green and yellow. And I'm just putting a very thin layer on. And I discovered when I was testing this out a bit earlier on that you just need to have a really thin covering of paint just so it acts as a nice pillow for the palette knife that goes on top of it, because once you form the pattern you want to form, you don't want too much of it to be sitting and moving or cracking. I must apologise in advance for all the different colours today, because when I say different colours, I was playing around with the filter. The blue comes through loads more when it's dried, but it looks a bit uneven with the lighting and one of the filters. So I hope that you just take it for what it is, and it's just a mixture of greens, blue and a bit of gold. Even the gold looks a bit orange today, so I'll correct that for next time. But for the purposes of this video, just a heads up that the filter went a bit askew. Okay, so I'm now tilting, and I just want a really nice thin layer all over the canvas. I'm teasing the paint over the sides. Can you see where the light green has interacted very slightly with the slightly darker green that's underneath? It's forming a bit of a circular pattern, so we're getting in the mood for the radial swipe. It's interesting when I think about radial swipe, I always think Venom Fluid Art, Bubbles and Wombats, Darren and Kayleen, and I also think about Christy from Creations by Christy. They're wonderful people and lovely friends, so please do check out their channels. So that's Creations by Christy and Venom Fluid Art. It's a husband and wife team, Bubbles and Wombat. Now then, as I start to puddle the paints, I'm quite enjoying the reaction with the colour of the green underneath this beautiful ultramarine blue. They're quite rich colours really, and I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I tried it very, very quickly on a coaster before with different colours, but I did it slightly differently. I don't know if you've noticed by now if you watch my channel, but almost every painting is a new experiment of some kind. There's always one element that I alter, whether it's a colour, whether it's using one more colour, one less colour, a different layering, or a different way I'm pouring. And I'm really enjoying this experiment today. So this gold is a bit of a darker gold. It's the Essentials line, very easy to get in the UK, and it's a very good quality paint. It's a very nicely pigmented paint. I haven't seen anyone else use this paint actually. And just while I'm on the subject of paint, if you are in the UK, the range has an amazing range of Daler Rowney paints. They're really good quality. In my next video coming up, I'm using a few more Daler Rowney paints, and I can't wait to show you which colours I'm going to be using. So I'm pretty much done with the puddles. Just wanted to get a bit more that pillow paint to separate the colours a bit more. And it's not traditionally how you'd do a radial swipe, but I've seen it done in quite a few different ways. There's no cell activator here, but that gold by Essentials does act as a little bit of a cell activator on its own. And the pouring medium is my usual Liquitex gloss pouring medium, and my Floetrol, which again is really easy to get hold of in the UK and Europe. It's a bit thicker than the American Floetrol. So now for the exciting bit, the radial swipe. So I'm literally almost tickling the spinner, going at a nice pace. Can you see I've angled the palette knife? So I'm gathering a tiny bit of paint as I go round, and at the same time the other side, almost the blade side that's flush with the paint, is moving the paint. Now as I go around the edge, I'm aware that there's less blue, and I'm already beginning to see some cells pop up from that beautiful gold. What a lovely spiral. So I'm deciding now at this point to continue that circular pattern into the corners of this square canvas. And at this point I can see the potential for an eye in the middle of the canvas. It's just a really lovely blue iris appearing. So I'm going to develop that pupil in the centre of the eye shortly. Just making sure that the paint's a bit more even and I've got a bit more coverage of the blue. And I'm deciding at this stage to get a cocktail stick and to put more blue in and to spread the gold very, very slightly. So I'm using my trusty palette knife to create a bit more of a circle. These paints, you may have noticed, are really quite fluid, and I'm wanting to create a bit of a 3D effect. It's almost like the third eye feeling, if you're familiar with the third eye. I've always wanted to paint an eye. Okay, so I'm now embellishing a little bit more with my blue. I'll just enjoy the music for a moment while I continue on doing a tiny little swipe with my cocktail stick, and I'll be back towards the end for the wet and dried results.
would you believe it? Already out of time. It's taken way too long. It's always on my mind. I couldn't see it. It was right in front of my eyes. I've taken way too long. I'm running out of time.
Hope you've enjoyed this radial swipe today. I'm certainly going to be doing more of them in different colours. I've got a few ideas up my sleeve. So you can see now I've developed an eye, and that blue has been a great highlighter because it's or low lighter even, because it's a darker colour and it's a lighter base. You can define with a darker colour. So I've just got the eyelashes and the centre part of the eye and the corners. Just before we come up with the dried results, I want to say thank you so much for being here, and don't forget, your art is a part of you. If you haven't already subscribed and you like what you see, please do support me by subscribing. If you want to become a member, please let me know. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I can't wait to see your creations. Thank you for being here. Lots of love. See you soon, I hope. Bye.